are the two best college football teams in the country? If you were to ask me right now, I would tell you number one, Ohio State. Number two, Georgia. I don't think that I would make this argument myself, but you can make the case that Georgia just played the best team on Ohio State's schedule and took them to the woodshed. And that might be an overreaction, but listen, it's Sunday, and that's what I do on Sundays. I overreact to Saturday's results. That being said, I don't think it's an overreaction to say Oklahoma is the best two-loss team in the country, and they should be ranked above every other two-loss team. None of the others have anything like this on their resume. This team is opportunistic, and that defense is fast and physical. And I do have one more thought about Alabama in this game, and really Alabama under Kalen DeBoer. They're soft. They can't run the ball. They can't stop the run. They are not matching the physicality of these teams in their losses. USC showed a ton of fight this past weekend against Iowa. They showed they're a really good football team, down 21-7 late against a good defense in the pouring rain. This weekend, they've got Oregon. That is game of the week. I can't wait to watch it. If they win that one, they should absolutely jump straight into the top 12, straight into the playoff bracket. And speaking of making jumps, there are a whole lot of Heisman candidates that did not have themselves a great weekend. Ty Simpson played okay, but had a couple turnovers and lost. If you look at what Fernando Mendoza and Indiana did, okay, they played with Wisconsin for a while, pulled away late. All right, if you look at Julian saying he didn't have his two top targets and all of a sudden he's throwing for 180 yards again. While all of that was happening, Jeremiah Love was absolutely unbelievable. He was untackleable. He was putting out a Heisman statement. I think right now he could have a real case to be number one on the list. And whenever there's no real standouts, what happens? Defensive players start to emerge as well. I think Jacob Rodriguez did that. He was outstanding yet again on defense, and Texas Tech is making it a point. They gave him the ball on offense to score a touchdown to juice up those stats a little bit. Over in the ACC, Georgia Tech is absolutely fraudulent, and their play style allows them to play with some superior teams, some teams that are way better than them, but also their talent level makes them play with teams like Boston College sometimes. This team is a ticking time bomb just waiting to get absolutely nuked. Hopefully that nuking is done in the final week of the season by Georgia, if not this week by Pitt and Pat Narduzzi, since they're ready for ACC play. BYU might have been the most impressive team of the week. A lot of people were talking about how they might mail it in like they did last year. They might struggle with a pretty decent TCU team. These teams are power ranked pretty close together. But here's the thing about BYU. They are a well-coached team. They are a disciplined team. They responded in a big way. They're very resilient, and they absolutely bomb TCU. They don't care about those power rankings. And the very last thing I've got for you, I thought this last week, but South Florida goes down this week, so maybe more people will agree now. James Madison is the team in the group of five. They have one loss. It is a close game to Louisville. They allowed 1 yard rushing this week. Those are just my takes, though. Maybe I'm overreacting. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I overreacting? And follow me for more college football content.